in one centralized location. If you saw in the presentation, we did Highview Park because the east side didn't get any kind of money. So that's why we've been working on Highview Park. In City View, that was a park we did when I first got here. We replaced some playground equipment. I believe there was a request to do the fencing, but we didn't do the fencing at that time. But I did drive by City View a couple weeks ago to see what things that could be done over there. So I just wanted to let you know, I'm not focused in one area. I do drive around so that I can see where the actual the needs are to try to spread that money around. And then as far as the lead-based paint question, we currently have a lead grant. This is the second time we've received a lead grant since my tenure here, and I've been here for 5 years. We just got found out we got funding late last year for the next 3 years. The testing that I know right now is you go to the county health department. If you find out that somebody has the danger of lead poisoning, if you call the health department, they will make arrangements to get that individual, a child, tested. They don't necessarily have to come out to the county. I believe that they will come to where they are to get tested, even though Erie County runs our lead grant for us. And I forgot the other question. I apologize.
That's okay. I think that was the one about the age for when you're going to hire for the summer. What age group?
The age group for the summer is 9th through 12th graders.
Okay. Another thing, City View Park, the water department was out this year, and I have a water problem over at City View Park, a very bad water problem. They did some, but they didn't finish it. And right on the corner of Clifton and 39th Street, there's a big water problem there. That whole ward right there is water. We were working with the engineer department last year, but they never got back to me about it. So that's another issue there. So maybe we could get together, Kelly, and I can, we can show you.
Me, you, and Dale, we should get together and see if there's something that we can do and see what the cost would be to make sure that it's eligible. I know it's iffy over there because part of it is the township, and that's the problem that we had before when we came in and did the playground equipment.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Another question?
I'll make one more comment.
Okay.
So again, a lot of these plans were made prior to this pandemic confronting us. And so I think everyone has to realize that we have to reevaluate and see what we're going to be able to do as time goes on. According to our auditor, our budget constraints really probably won't be known until May. We won't know it at the April 20th meeting. We probably won't know it till May, but we got to kind of plan ahead. Our budget was looking to have a park director in place around April to start looking at our parks so we could address some of these issues about restrooms at parks, about facilities at our parks, and doing some of the things that we needed to have happen. We also are in the process of still trying to get a summer works program in place for young people in our city from the ages of 16 through 24. Now, originally, we were told that we were going to get funding for 100 young people to work for the city of Lorain this summer, outside of the money that you have for the block grant money. But they're telling us now that we're still going to get some money, but we're probably not going to get the amount to fund 100 young people for jobs. I was hoping to have 2 young people at every park in the city of Lorain this summer to work with youngsters and be there at the parks to kind of supervise and get them involved in activities. That's going to change, but we're going to get as many young people working this summer as we can. I know that families are going to need young people working this summer based upon the employment situation right now in the city of Lorain and really all over the country. So we're still working on the summer jobs program. We're still going to be trying to look at our parks to see if we can do some things at all the parks as best we can based upon whatever our budget's going to be like when we find out these figures probably in the middle or late May. So I appreciate what you all have done to try to allocate these funds for our citizens, but I think everybody has to realize that this is kind of a work in progress. And Kelly, you'll have some additional information at that April 20th. But again, I don't think anything's going to be hard and fast even then.
No.
But you guys do a good job, and we hope you continue to work on this and help all of us get through this particular epidemic that we're going through. And again, I want to salute the citizens of Lorain, because I've been seeing that they've been staying at home. They've been trying to avoid the physical contact, staying 6 feet apart, not having contact with other people. And now hopefully that continues, because if we can keep this pandemic down in the city of Lorain, we're going to have more money available to do the things that are needed to be done in our community. So again, thank you for your work.
Thank you, Mayor. The one, I just want to iterate before we close the public meeting, that we will be sure on April the 20th to have Director Garcia here to answer the Oakwood Park questions. And in addition to that, my staff, as well as the federal programs chair. He's not paying attention. Okay, he will work with my staff and I to maybe try to move around some numbers so that we can set aside some funding just in case we need it due to the epidemic. If there's no additional questions, I would like to close the public meeting, and I thank everyone for calling in with their questions, and I thank everyone for attending. We've never had this much attendance. I just want to let you know.
Kelly, will Fair Housing people be here April 20th? The new members?
And the new members, we'll make sure to call them. As present, did everybody sign in? Joe, we still need you to sign in. Thank you so much. Maybe it was better to do the meetings this way. We had more attendance.